Welcome to Wildcat Basketball Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the official U of A Visa debit card. Show your Wildcat spirit and get your free debit card today. Visit them at hughesfcu.org, federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Sean Miller. Cats headed up to Colorado and Utah. Just 4 games left in the regular season. 2 on the road and 2, of course, at home. And coach, your team's riding a 6-game winning streak, headed to Boulder on Wednesday night. You've had a week between games now, and so I'd like to know what you did on your vacation, but I know there was no vacation. But this is an important time of the year, obviously. What did the team do this past week?
Well, we tried to take advantage of the time off on a number of fronts, one of which is just, fresh legs, fresh mind. We gave our guys an extra day off. So what we did is, instead of giving them 2 days in a row off, which sometimes in your quest to really give them a break, when they return back, it feels almost as if we've been away from each other for a month. So we went practice off, practice off. But at this time of year, you're right, Brian, to have nothing, especially on a weekend, I think freshens everybody up. And at the same time, when we've practiced, we've had the opportunity to go hard, not necessarily extra long, but hard, knowing that a game isn't on the horizon for us. And now, as we are into the true week leading into Colorado and Utah, we regain kind of the form that we've had for the last couple of months. But it's been, I think, something that we deserved in many ways because of the way our schedule unfolded this year. And our guys are in good spirits and right now healthy.
I was going to say, how much has the team's improving health led to the current win streak? A
lot. Just getting Alonzo back where he's able to be a part of things. Initially it was just him being able to contribute. I don't think his level of play was then what it is now, or what it was, or even what it could be here over the next month. But he fought through it. In the last game against ASU, I really felt like it was the first time that we saw the true Alonzo since he's been out. And even his health. We're beyond 6 weeks now with the broken hand. He has complete range of motion, flexibility, no pain, and that's clearly in his rearview mirror. And he's been able to string not only games together, but this segment of time you were talking about, nobody's benefited more than him because he's been shut down for so long. So being able to have hard practices, consecutive practices without a game, only continues to make him the player that we all know he is.
True fans live for their team. They buy the gear, they order the tickets, they pay for the seats and the experiences. For those true U of A fans, thankfully there is Hughes Federal Credit Union, offering the latest payment choices such as U of A debit cards, paying online, paying a friend with pop money, or using Apple Pay with your mobile phone. Show your U of A spirit and put technology and convenience at your fingertips. Hughes Federal Credit Union, smart choice.
Wildcat Basketball Weekly continues, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union.
During this 6-game win streak, your defense has held opponents to just under 40% shooting, which is a great milestone. Where is the team at right now in its continued defensive improvement?
Our climb as a defensive team has been slow and steady. We've had our bumps in the road. I think it's well documented. We've had a number of issues where we just didn't string 2 halves together. We had one half where you watch us and say, really, guys are together, group, playing hard on defense. The other team's having a hard time getting good shots. And then in the second half, or vice versa, the opposite was true. So we've talked about, combining both halves, 40 minutes, being more consistent throughout the game. But even while we've been working through those periods of time, I think statistically it backs up my statement that we're an improving defensive team across the board. Our rebounding has been our constant, but it's the other things, from defending the 3-point shot. And Brian, some of it is just not turning the ball over as much on our end, which leads to better overall defense because you don't have those breakaways. So we're improving in that, and this will be a big test. This week, we hope that continues.
Speaking of Colorado, between Dominic Collier, outstanding outside shooter, Josh Scott, great inside, is Colorado a really balanced team that you're going to face Wednesday?
They are. They're physically a big and strong team. I think they've been the most consistent defensive team in our conference from start to finish. And I go as far back as the non-conference season. They've been one of our conference's premier defensive teams. They play man-to-man. They're big, they're physical, and Tad Boyle and his staff do a really good job with them. They rebound at both ends. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams we've faced as well. And the statistic that sometimes catches you by storm is what you just said, and that is they shoot the basketball very well from the three-point line. Their percentage overall as a team, individual players who can do it. So you have kind of a big, strong physical team, but yet they really offset that with a high skill level from three. So, for us, it's going to be a challenge. It's a road game. It's a big game for Colorado. It's a big game for Arizona. And that's what you always hope, that the meaningful games near the end of February are on your schedule. And certainly we have 2 this week.
All right, Cats and the Buffs coming up Wednesday night in Boulder. Then Saturday, the Wildcats will be in Salt Lake City to take on Utah. And we'll see you again right here next week.
Thank you for watching Wildcat Basketball Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the official U of A debit card. Visit them at hughesfcu.org, federally insured by NCUA.